How was the fall break trip from your point of view?
Honestly, me and Julie, my co-lead, we were very, very nervous about the trip, not only because of like how the participants will bond, but also how our plans of communicating the social justice issue of education would work out. But I think that it was extremely successful, and for me personally, it exceeded my expectations of the trip in all of the aspects.
What do you think the group bonded over the most?
I think in terms of like reflections, it was the Archie Bunker's Neighborhood. Um, it was comical, but it was serious at times, and it was able to give the entire group a simulation of what um, the disparities are in our own society because we were in Atlanta. We saw a lower, middle, and upper class all within such a short distance, and each of these classes saw how each other were struggling. And I think in that way we bonded not only over the social justice issue, but like also building relationships.
What was your favorite aspect of the trip?
Um, I really enjoyed just like the group dynamic. That's something that I wasn't expecting because you have 4 or 5 days of fall break and you don't think that, or at least I didn't think that we were going to build relationships like we did, but we all bonded over our reflections, over mafia, over like just doing things together. And I think it also helped that giving people a choice of what to do, it gave them the liberty to stay or not to stay. Um, and I think that helped a lot.
So, what do you think of the bucket list with all the restaurants on them?
Um, so at the end of the trip, before we went to Panera, I said this is just a phase, and I didn't realize how like strong of a statement that was because I know from my spring break trip, like we still keep in touch, but I already see so many of the participants taking initiative and trying to keep in touch, and I think that's really fantastic because I spent 9 days with my spring break trip, but I only spent 4 or 5 days with this group. I think the bucket list is a good way for us to interact like on or outside of Emory's campus and to just get to know each other as friends because we all know that we share this passion of education as a social justice issue, but now we can just interact as friends to further build our relationship.
Do you think Mafia contributed to the bonding of the group?
I definitely think so. We played so many games of Mafia, and it just brought out people's personalities. For example, Anthony with his narrator voice, and Courtney and her charisma, and Julie always trying to accuse someone. It really like brought out people's characteristics. And for me, I'm tend to be an introvert, and that was a good way for me to break out of my shell. Also,
So, what do you miss most about the trip?
I miss having um, a weekend out. Technically, we were on Emory's campus, but like I miss having a weekend where we not only talk about social justice issues and like what is happening in the world, but we also get to build relationships based on that. And I know I say that a lot, but like it was such a fulfilling weekend for me. Honestly, coming into the trip, I thought it was going to be stressful, and I'd have to like stick to the plan and the schedule, but me and Julie were participants just as much as the participants were, and I really miss like being part of that group dynamic.
Would you go on another trip with the same group of people?
No question, definitely. The participants were great, and I couldn't have expected anything more.
Thank you.